Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of John Matrixx Talks Movies. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me. Today, Star Wars Episode 9. Needs a course correction? I wonder why. Now I was looking on Screen Rant here, and there's an article saying that J.J. Abrams and Lucasfilm, they're looking at Star Wars Episode 9 as a course correction. It's a fine time to actually correct the course. Now, this is mainly coming from the box office failure of Solo. Now, believe it or not, to me, I like Solo better than The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, and I didn't even like Solo as a movie. It was unnecessary. It was stupid. It made no sense. But still, it was better than those two movies to me. So, it seems like they really want Star Wars Episode 9 to save the franchise. I don't think that, in the short term, I should say, I don't think Star Wars can be saved. Just look at the movies they have put out. If they really want to kind of right the ship, they need to decanonize the sequel trilogy completely. J.J. Abrams is at fault really for this anyway. He wrote the story. He wrote the script for Star Wars: The Force Awakens. And he made Rey this unbelievable, gifted character with no training. It made absolutely no sense. She was using the Jedi mind trick. That made no sense. I didn't like the lightsaber battle. It was terrible. There's no way that she should have beat Kylo Ren. And then we get to The Last Jedi, and oh my God, we just... Leia flying through space, Luke drinking titty milk, Rose Tico, Canto Bite, didn't even feel like Star Wars. It was god awful. And then you get to Solo. Yeah, Pando, Lando, L3, horrible droid, just bad characters left and right. I don't know if they can really do a course correction. I really don't. Do you guys think that they can make a course correction with Star Wars Episode 9? If they're talking box office numbers wise, I really think they can forget that. Box office wise, let's look at it. The Force Awakens made over $2 billion. Great success. The Last Jedi did $1.3 billion. $700 million less. Now, there was also a drop off of 65% from week 1 to week 2. That is massive. That tells you that nobody liked this movie. So if they did, this movie really should have made, I believe, 1.6 to 1.8 million. Okay, and now I really don't think that Star Wars Episode 9 will make $1 billion. I think it's probably going to top out around 900 million. Now the good thing they do have going for them is that there will be a significant gap between the last Star Wars movie and Episode 9, because Solo was the last one. It came out in May of this year, and Episode 9 doesn't come out until December of next year. So that should help, I guess. I don't know the competition that's coming out in December. I never bought into the reason Solo failed was because of the coming out in May. All the Star Wars movies used to come out in May. It was never an excuse. So righting the ship, man, he would have to do so much. Let's think about it. How could J.J. Abrams actually right the ship for Star Wars Episode 9? Wow, I can't really think of one, to tell you the truth. I think this needs to happen. I think Rey needs to fail. She needs to fail massively and then kind of come back up. So I don't know if she'll fight Kylo Ren at the beginning of the movie. Let's say that she battles Kylo Ren. Maybe she loses an arm. We haven't seen anybody lose a limb yet, and that's usually a trademark of a Star Wars movie. Usually the Skywalkers. She's not a Skywalker. At least I don't think she is. But it probably would make more sense to actually make her a Skywalker now, because the episode movies are about the Skywalkers. These 3 movies have been about Rey, and we're led to believe that she's not a Skywalker. So why call it a Skywalker saga if she is not a Skywalker? Secondly, you gotta give Kylo Ren a massive win. He has really he ends up losing too much, and he's supposed to be the villain. Vader never lost this much like this. First of all, Vader would never lose to Luke in a battle the first time. Obviously, we saw that in Empire. He pretty much wiped the floor with Luke. Kylo Ren should have wiped the floor with Rey, but we know that that did not happen. Thirdly, you almost have to pretty much eliminate Rose Tico. You almost have to. Now, George Lucas pretty much did listen to the backlash of Jar Jar Binks, because if you look at The Phantom Menace, how big of a role Jar Jar Binks had, then George Lucas realized that, oh, people don't really like this character. Jar Jar Binks was cut out significantly in Attack of the Clones and Sith. So Rose Tico, she's gotta go. She's gotta go. Luke Skywalker has to be the main character of this movie. He has to be the main character of this movie. I don't think he was portrayed correctly and in a good light in The Last Jedi. First off, J.J. Abrams, you should have had Luke Skywalker as the main character in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. He should have been the main character. And then slowly, gradually, the new characters take over. But that didn't happen. That's another fatal flaw of the sequel trilogy. The legacy characters were pretty much just pushed to the side immediately, and the new characters just took over. It really didn't make any sense. So Luke, I would say, has to be the main character in this movie. Chances are it won't happen. Do you guys think that Luke will be the main character of this movie? I doubt that, because they really have already established that Rey is the main character, and people don't really care about Rey anymore. They think she's a Mary Sue. She is. So, course correction, I just think this is too much for Episode 9 to overcome. If I'm J.J. Abrams now, just make your movie. Don't worry about the bigger picture of Star Wars as a whole. Just make your one film. Make it the best you can. Write it the best you can. I mean, you have a massive task. I mean, The Last Jedi just did a lot of damage. So, anyway, what do you guys think? Can Episode 9 be a course correction for Star Wars? I don't think so, but I would like to know what you guys think about all this. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.